If you keep waking up around 3 a.m., eyes wide, brain loud, clock glowing, you are not broken. You're hitting a perfect storm of biology, habits, and fixable triggers. In the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly why it happens, what to do tonight in 10 minutes, and how to break the pattern for good this week. Here's the plan for this video. First, what your body is actually supposed to do around 3 a.m. Second, the everyday behaviors that accidentally wake you. Third, the medical red flags you shouldn't ignore. Then I'll teach you a simple 3 a.m. rescue you can do without leaving bed, followed by a 7-day plan to retrain your sleep to hold through the night. Your sleep runs in roughly 90-minute cycles. Light sleep, then deep sleep, then REM, and repeat. In the middle of the night, your deep sleep naturally lightens. REM takes up a bigger slice. Your core body temperature is near its lowest, and cortisol is starting to rise to prepare you for morning. Translation: you're easier to wake at this time. If anything nudges you, a noise, a full bladder, reflux, a racing thought, your brain can decide, we're up now, and off you go. Let's be honest about the habits that prime a 3 a.m. wake up. Late alcohol is number one. It can knock you out fast, but it fragments sleep later, suppresses REM, and rebounds with shallow, choppy sleep. That's why you wake at 2 to 4 a.m. after just a glass or two. Caffeine too late is number two. Caffeine's half-life is around 5 to 7 hours. A 4 p.m. coffee can still be active at bedtime and erode deep sleep, so you pop awake later. Heavy late meals are number three. A big, fatty, or spicy dinner close to bedtime increases reflux risk, and reflux spikes are classic 3 a.m. wake triggers. Blue light and mental overdrive are next. Bright screens delay melatonin, and late-night doom scrolling keeps your brain in task mode, so lighter second-half sleep is fragile. Under-moving days and over-napping evenings also drain your sleep drive and make maintenance sleep harder. And finally, a room that's too warm, too bright, or too noisy can ping your brain exactly when sleep is lightest. Night wakings are common, but patterns matter. Pay attention if you snore loudly, gasp, or wake with a dry mouth and a headache. That can point toward obstructive sleep apnea. Waking to urinate 2 or more times nightly, especially with swelling or high blood pressure, can be nocturia from sleep apnea, salt timing, or heart and kidney issues. Burning in the chest or a sour taste at night suggests reflux. Creepy crawly leg sensations that improve when you move point toward restless legs. Sudden racing heart, sweats, or panic can be stress, but it can also be medical. If any of these sound like you, talk to your clinician. The right diagnosis can transform your nights. Now here's the 10-minute 3 a.m. rescue you can do without leaving bed. When you wake, do not check the clock and do not sit up. Looking at the time trains, your brain that wake, plus clock, equals performance. Instead, stay low, keep the room dark, and do this sequence. First, reset posture and breath for 2 minutes. Place one hand on your belly. Inhale through your nose for 4. Feel the hand rise. Hold for 2. Exhale for 6 through pursed lips. Repeat at least 8 cycles. The longer exhale cues your parasympathetic brakes and slows your heart rate. Second, use a temperature cue for 1 minute. Uncover your feet for 60 seconds. Cooling the extremities helps your core temperature drift down again, which naturally supports sleep onset. Third, give your mind a cognitive off-ramp for about 3 minutes. Run what I call categories drift. Pick a calm category: U.S. cities, green vegetables, dog breeds. Whisper one item per breath. Chicago, inhale. Seattle, exhale. When you stall, switch categories. This is intentionally boring. It competes with rumination without spiking emotion. Fourth, release tension for 2 minutes. Do a gentle progressive muscle release from toes to forehead. Tense a muscle group for 3 seconds, then release for 10. Feet, calves, thighs, glutes, belly, shoulders, jaw, eyes. On each release, imagine weight sinking into the mattress. If you are still awake after roughly 15 to 20 minutes and you feel wired, get out of bed. Sit in dim light with a paper book or a very quiet, non-exciting podcast. Return to bed when your eyelids feel heavy. This protects the bed equals sleep link in your brain. Let's also prep the night so you're less likely to wake at 3 a.m. in the first place. Follow the 3-2-1 rule. Stop heavy food 3 hours before bed. Stop work and problem solving 2 hours before bed. Stop screens 1 hour before bed. Keep your lights low and warm. Use lamps, not overheads. Set an alcohol curfew. No drinks within 3 hours of bedtime. Set a caffeine cutoff. Nothing caffeinated after 2 p.m. if you're sensitive. Optimize the room. Cool at 65 to 68 degrees. Dark with blackout or an eye mask. Quiet or steady white noise. Then do a short wind down for 10 to 15 minutes. Light stretching. A page of journaling. 3 wins, 3 worries, and a plan for 1. And a short, calm playlist. Now here is the 7-day plan to stop those 3 a.m. wakings. Days 1 and 2, stabilize your schedule. Pick a wake time you can hold 7 days a week and build your bedtime backward to allow 7 to 8 hours in bed. Consistency stabilizes your circadian clock faster than any supplement. Day 3, move the day, not the night. Add 10 to 20 minutes of daylight walking within 2 hours of waking, and again after dinner. Daylight and post-meal walks improve glucose handling and night stability. Day 4, shrink evening naps. If you absolutely must nap, keep it under 20 minutes and before 2 p.m. No evening couch comas. Day 5, guard against reflux. If heartburn is a suspect, elevate the head of your bed 4 to 6 inches, or use a wedge pillow, eat dinner earlier, and skip peppermint and spicy or fatty late foods. Day 6, adjust fluid and salt timing. Front load your fluids earlier in the day and taper after dinner. If you tend to retain fluid, shift most of your salt to lunch rather than dinner to reduce nighttime urination. Day 7, audit your bedroom. Test true darkness. Stand in the room for 60 seconds. If you can clearly see your hand, it's too bright. Check the thermostat. Move glowing chargers. Use white noise if neighbors are unpredictable. Mindset matters. Your goal isn't to never wake. Most adults wake briefly. The real win is short, low-stress awakenings that you barely remember. When you do wake, treat it like a speed bump, not a failure. The less you fight it, the faster you fall back asleep. Let's hit a few rapid-fire questions. Is melatonin okay? Small doses, around 0.3 to 1 milligram, can help with timing. Big doses often cause morning grogginess. Use it with a plan, not every night forever. What about magnesium or tea? Magnesium glycinate helps some people relax. Non-caffeinated herbal teas are fine as long as they don't trigger bathroom trips. Do blue light glasses help? They can in the final hour, but overall, room lighting and screen behavior matter more. What if you wake hungry? Aim for a balanced dinner with protein and fiber. If needed, have a small, protein-forward snack 2 to 3 hours before bed, not right at lights out. When should you get help? If you snore loudly, stop breathing, have morning headaches, or wake tired despite enough time in bed, ask about sleep apnea testing. If nighttime panic is new or severe, or leg discomfort keeps you up, that's worth a conversation too. Getting the right treatment is a sleep superpower. Tonight, try the 3 a.m. rescue exactly as I laid it out. This week, run the 7-day plan. Then tell me in the comments, did the wake-up shrink and which change helped most? If you want practical, evidence-friendly sleep videos without hype, hit subscribe and share this with a friend who texts you at 3:07 a.m. because they're up. This video is educational and not medical advice. If you notice red flags, please see your clinician. Sleep well, and I'll see you next week.